guys, Sean coming in. Got another battle replay for you here on Total War Rome 2. Welcome back to the Land of Sieges. Welcome back to the channel. And once again, welcome back to the settlement known as Camalundon. And the town center for that is right there. But this is not the large size. I want to say this is medium size. It doesn't look like this is much up in the front here as usual. But as you guys can see, there is a ton of cavalry coming outside of the settlement. So we're going to get a pause. We're going to get a pause because I like to make sure that I get as much of the actual action as possible for you guys to see. So let's take a look at the armies. First, we will have on the attack, we have two Arvernis. One of them being commanded by Killicam 2020, and the other one being commanded by XX22. Their armies and their names will be there on the screen once I get to the ability to see them. And then on defense, first we have a Nabatea here being commanded by Caleb Scout, and he has 4 Nabatean swordsmen, 1 Desert Pikeman, got a Nabatean Noble Cavalry General, awesome, 7 units of the Desert Heavy Lancers, and 4 Heavy Archers. So I guess the Archers count as infantry, but not really. Then we have a Carthage over here being commanded by Segmented Dig 68, and again, he has 3 Sacred Band, that's all of his infantry. 3 units of Noble Cavalry, one of those being his general, 2 Mercenary Companion Cavalry, and 2 units of the Mercenary Numidian Cavalry. So army comps quickly, very quickly out of the way. We'll see how this ends up playing out. Those Gallic Hunters, although those are Celtic Slingers, that could come in handy. They are being defended by a decent amount of Celtic warriors over there as well. So yeah, army comps quickly out of the way. We have a giant ballista, and we do have a mobile ballista that could come in handy, but we'll have to see how that ends up playing out. But all right, guys, hopefully you enjoy this replay. When you enjoy this replay, because I know you will, feel free to hit the like button, drop some comments, share the video, subscribe to the channel. But let's dive into this one. All right, so picking it up here, we have following some of the Desert Heavy Lancers here of Nabatea coming outside. Got a lot of chosen swords coming out of the woods. That's actually really helpful, but oh no. That is not helpful. Wait, nope, the artillery is actually firing at the cavalry. But now, unfortunately, yeah, they're being split. The Numidian cavalry has now gotten onto the flanks of the Celtic ballista, but so far, it's still firing. It's still firing. He's firing way over there, and now he's getting charged. That's a problem. I mean, they're going to eat a lot of javs. They're going to eat a lot of javelins, the Numidian cavalry there, but getting rid of that ballista will be much, much better for Carthage and Nabatea to deal with things moving forward into this battle. There's some Gallic Hunters there. We have some of the Celtic warriors from one of the Arverni forces making their way over here. The ballista still alive. Will they be able to hold? No, they can. Wow, it's still alive. Now, what they kind of want to do, I'm not a big fan of boxing up, but they want to do is surround it so Carthage won't be able to do the exact same thing again. They are getting more of their skirmish fire off onto these spear warriors. Haven't done very much, if at all, damage to them. But now they're going to be able to start firing again at the ballistic crew. If anything, oh, actually another, oh, that was nice. That was a nice little volley there. Killed 18 of them, but again, yeah, the other thing that this Arverni player could have done was pull the ballistic crew back and have it surrounded and defended by the infantry here, as they all have javelins. All of these units have javelins. Spear warriors definitely have javelins. Oathsworn, obviously. But yeah, that looks like it's going to be the end of the ballistic crew, which is unfortunate. Now we're about to have a gigantic charge right there of the Desert Heavy Lancers getting into the back, kind of into the back of these 2 Celtic warriors over there. Now over on this side, oh my god, more destruction. Desert Heavy Lancers flattening. Yep, absolutely flattening a Celtic warrior there. Looks like they're about to flatten another one that's climbing on or moving a tower. That is definitely unfortunate for those Celtic warriors, as they did not get off the tower fast enough. Now, I hear artillery firing. That's got to be this Arverni. Yes, it is. He is firing away. Looks like he's going to try and knock down a wall section. But they have a ton of towers. Oh, yeah, see, you don't want to do this. You definitely don't want to do this. They are chasing. What is... Oh, that's a tree. Looked back over here. It looked like a line of bodies for some reason. But yeah, unfortunately, this Arverni has lost his artillery piece. Cavalry still running rampant over here. The Noble Cav coming in. Looks like they're about to get another charge into these poor, unsuspecting Gauls. Celtic warriors taking another rear charge. But wait a second. This one spun around. Nice javelin volley. Little javelin volley. Nothing crazy. Nothing crazy. Back over on this side. Oh, we got Arverni landing inside the settlement. He's going to come over here, start taking away this tower That will come in handy. That will definitely come in handy. Looks like we have Cav. Are they coming back in? Nope, 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 nope. Nabatea is actually shifting some of his units down. He's pulling his general away. We do have eyes on that Desert Heavy Lancer right there, though. I mean, he could, if he wanted to. He would take a lot of losses in the initial, but the second unit could come in right behind them and finish killing off, basically just railroading all of those Celtic warriors right there. But it looks like they are content in giving up the front tower there. Nabatea outside, is he really doing much out here? Doesn't really seem... Oh, no, he's got another charge right here. They seem to be doing rather well, but I want to keep... Yeah, okay, there it is, there it is, there it is, there it is. Ooh, that actually didn't look like as good of a charge. Oh, no, never mind. It's... Okay, the kills are piling up now. Kills are piling up to 24 kills now. So solid charge, and you can see in the distance over there, Carthage bringing down one of his Sacred Band to come over here and deal, more than likely, easily deal with these Celtic Warriors. Sacred Band, very, very tough infantry unit. Leaving this Nabatean, this Desert Heavy Lancer in melee, not really a good idea. Celtic Warriors are going to win that fight overall. We have another unit of Celtic Warriors coming in here as well. Maybe he does not really give that much of a crap about this one. I don't know. Oh, he looks like he's trying to get it away now. Oh, no, he's just going to charge again. Good. Go for the charges. Everybody loves cavalry charges. Watching units and men just go absolutely flying across the map is always a good time. This Desert Heavy Lancer is actually falling back further into the woods. Arverni, I don't know if Arverni saw that. I'm not sure if he did. His ranged units are all kind of wide open. There's only one Celtic warrior nearby them. Only one at the moment. Carthage did bring down... Okay, so the Sacred Band getting in here. They're going to be able to hold that no problem. So there's a lot of action going on inside the settlement. Carthage back around over on this side. I've actually kind of forgotten about Carthage over here for a minute. He's kind of just circling. Yeah, he's not really going to be able to do very much initially here, as all these Spear Warriors and Oathsworn are facing outside, or facing out. So it's going to take a little bit. So yeah, this probably isn't going to be very active over on this side of the settlement for now, or at least over on that side of the fight for now. So coming back over here to Nabatea is absolutely freight training and running over. 34 kills there, 67 there. The Sacred Band getting involved in the fight now. They're already up to 30 kills. Probably going to destroy that Celtic Warrior with little to no effort. Another of the Desert Heavy Lancers here, 142 kills, getting a charge in onto the Levy Freeman there. But it looks like this unit is going, yeah, I was going to say, it looked like they were at 9 when they first charged in. So the final unit there, or the final man from that one Desert Heavy Lancer getting taken out. So, all right. Well, looks like he's lost one unit of cavalry so far. And they got into the archers. Oh, no. One of the... Oh, that's a Celtic Slinger. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Good charge there. It's coming around over here. This is going to be devastating. I have a very strong feeling this is going to be devastating. If he continues forward, which he is. Right there. Actually, not that great of a charge. Oh, he pulled away. He pulled away because this unit was coming in behind him. Okay. Good move there. That was actually a really good move. That was actually a really, really, really good move. This is going to be another good move. This is going to be a good charge. Right at the base of the wall there. Oh, my God. Devastating. Devastating charge again by the Desert Heavy Lancers of Nabatea. Now, the only thing that's against the defenders is that they don't have control of this tower. So it's going to get some shots in there, but I don't think it's really going to be responsible for killing very much. Celtic Slinger inside the settlement. Got another Celtic Slinger there. So where are the Gallic Hunters? Do we not have any Gallic Hunters? Oh, look at this. He's still firing. It's only at 7% still. What? Oh, wait. No, it's not. 67. Okay. Okay. 75. All right, so we're actually on the precipice here of having a pretty big move possibly here for the attackers. But again, now Carthage finally getting over here and getting involved in the fight. These slingers are going to probably get run over. Yep, there it is. Another big charge in onto the Celtic Slingers. Another big charge in onto the back of the Celtic Warriors. Yeah, this is just a big problem over on this side. Huge problem. So we had one Celtic Slinger and one Celtic Warrior get inside. Sacred Band looks like they're going to start moving forward yet again. And this should be down here. One more shot. Yeah, that should do it. There you go. All right, Arverni. Grab everything and just flood into the settlement. Literally, that is the best thing to do right now, as the defenders don't have any artillery. Just get inside the settlement. Bring a couple of units this way to block off any sort of charges here, preferably some spears, and then basically the same over on this side, preferably some spears to allow your armies to get inside. Start just absolutely taking over everything. Flood into the settlement as fast as you possibly can and get away from that cavalry. Block the breach here. Try and take control of the gates as fast as possible as well. That is your best bet to getting inside the settlement. You got to move. You got to move quick. You have to move fast. Walking troops is not going to help out. This, you can move this all at the same time. This can all be moved together. If you just collect them all together, just drag the mouse across them and collect them all together. And then you can just grab the one unit holding down your left alt and right click, grab one of the units there in the center and just move it together as a bunch. Just move it all the way over and have them walk, so that's fine because you can easily just have them stop and they will be able to deal with what they need to deal with. So, I mean, this cavalry here, it's not a whole lot though. Got 2 noble cav and a companion cavalry there. But our Verney definitely needs to start moving forward because this army over, well, this bit of an army over here is now gone. So it looks like we're now down to this. This is what is left. I'm going to guess that this is a mix of both our Verneys. Could be a combination of both of them. Another Celtic warrior actually coming inside here, but they're not going to do well. Yeah, this Sacred Band is probably easily going to clear 200. They're already at 194. Yeah, they're going to clear 200. This one's coming over here as well. They've recaptured the tower. That's going to help them out even more. So our Verney's got to start moving. Hopefully they do start moving. We're going to get a touch of a fast forward. I'm going to fast forward for a little bit here. We'll see what ends up happening. Okay, so he's going to move forward with towers. I don't really think he needs the towers to move forward anymore. And honestly, I mean, if you want, just start firing the ballista. Find something to fire it at. Oh, no, here we go. Nabatea is coming back outside again. Going to get right in front of the towers here. You got to move everything together. Everything needs to move up together. You can see this whole force is moving, so that's a good sign. But yeah, you got to look this way. Get a charge. Get a charge so they can throw their javelins. Get a charge. There you go. That was a nice volley. Didn't kill a whole lot of them, but he definitely did kill some of them. 213 kills. My God. Now over here, Noble Cavalry charging in onto the Celtic Warriors, decimating them, completely destroying them. All of the Oathsworn making their way. More of the Companion Cavalry there. Again, we have the Noble Cavalry General there for Carthage. Nabatea looks like a side of 1 unit here. Looks like Nabatea is actually taking a little bit of a back seat on this side. The Devonshire Heavy Lancers, again, getting a solid charge. A lot of cavalry. Lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of cavalry. Oh, artillery firing again. There you go. Will you just die like a good barbarian, it said. That's hilarious. That is funny stuff. Back over here, yep, we got Levy Freeman chasing away a Desert Heavy Lancer. That's a good sign. He's at 29 left, 148 kills. Yeah, the spears are what you want to keep on the ground. The spears you want to kind of have as your tunnel. If you really want to move their towers up, you want to keep the spears as your tunnel. But they definitely want to get inside. Also, recommendation for armies on the attack, factions on the attack, players that are attacking. Try and bring at least 1, maybe 2 units of cavalry. Just in case, because this is one of those opportunities where you could possibly move the cav up here and just kind of have it in the area, get through that breach, get into these archers. Now, obviously, they can't see them, but once they start moving a little bit further forward, if Nabatea leaves them there, that cavalry would have come in majorly handy to get inside and maybe not kill all of the Nabatean heavy archers, but he definitely would have done some damage to them. Now the Nabatean heavy archers are going to start firing into a spear warrior. It's got to keep moving. Got to keep moving. That is one of the keys. Oh, no, Levy Freeman. Yeah, dead. I mean, they got 42 kills. That's something. I don't know what they got the 42 kills on, but they got 42 kills. Now the Carthage general's like, I want some kills too. So I'm going to charge in as well. I got 1. Okay. He got 1 kill. Yeah, see, the spears having a tough time. I would just rush. There's no point in bringing, you don't need the towers. You really don't need the towers. Just get inside. Have the artillery, if he still has ammo, which it does, have the artillery start firing right here. Have the artillery literally just start... Oop, 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 oop. That was not what I wanted to do. Have the artillery literally just start firing at these archers. Click on the archers for it to attack the archers, and it will start firing. Fire at the Nabatean swordsman. Use the rest of your artillery for what you have. Use the rest of your artillery before it's gone. Use the rest of the ammo. But yeah, cavalry getting taken out. It's down to 8 remaining. Looks like they're stuck in there. They're going to be taken out. Keep going inside. Get in there now. Looks like they are on the move, which is good. Definitely a good sign there. They need to get inside. They really need to get inside. Again, setting up defensive lines, keeping an eye out for the cavalry. Use the spears, like right here. Just get inside. You don't need towers. You don't need towers. Control A and just have them all come towards the wall. Like, get inside the settlement. Kill these archers. Get control of this tower. Start getting things moving. Another shot getting into the back of these spear warriors. I mean, again, he's just shooting them in the back. Okay, yeah, definitely one of these needs to come this way and neutralize this tower. With no doubt in my mind, they need to neutralize that tower. Please come over here. Okay, you got 2 units chasing this way, which is fine. It's a distraction. Celtic warriors, they're already pretty damaged. So just let them hold that Nabatean swordsman in place. They may or may not get shot by these archers. Not that it really matters. Chosen swordsman lining up. Again, all of this, like this is free real estate. This is all free real estate. Sending your army this way. Get your archers in here as quickly as possible. There's no point in trying to shoot at the cavalry. In my opinion, there's really no point in trying. There you go. There you go. Firing at that artillery. Firing the artillery at the archers as they retreat away. Now we have a chosen swordsman coming forward. Definitely need to form up some sort of thing over here, though, because the defenders still have cav. Still have cavalry. There's 1, 2, 1 inside. Oh, there you go. Another volley. Unfortunately, none of those hit the mark. Unfortunately. But yeah, chosen swordsman, just keep fighting. Just keep fighting. You have strong infantry remaining. You still have all of your Gallic hunters, which is huge. And you can see Nabatea now quickly trying to rush to get back inside the settlement, which is fine. But they need to set up a defensive line. They need to get some of these spears inside. They still have a ton. 1, 2, 3, 4. Even some of the chosen swordsmen over here. These Celtic warrior units are a little light as far as being able to hold a line. Plus, they don't have shield wall. Well, then likely they're out of their javelins already. So this is not really something that I would put a lot of faith in, put a lot of stock in. It's holding back Desert Heavy Lancers, very heavy shot cavalry. You can see Nabatea is lining up over on that side, which is fine. Oh, we're going to come over here and take the ballistic crew, which is fine. Again, you did what the ballistic crew needed to do. It knocked down the wall breach. Now you just need to get inside. You got to start firing. Got to start dealing with these guys. These Nabatean heavy archers holding the line for the moment. Get over here. Get to this gate. Send that Oathsworn in there. Burn that down. Burn that rest of that Nabatean swordsman down. Get control of this gate. Get control of one of the gates. That is something you definitely need to do. This is not... No. You're just feeding kills. You're just feeding kills to the cavalry. I understand the want to get over here to get the tower. I do understand it. But you got to play a little bit more strategically when you're playing against 2 factions that have basically brought nothing but cavalry and archers. A couple units of infantry. But cavalry and archers is what they brought. So, are they firing? No, they're not. Who's firing? Could have sworn I just saw arrows come flying through the sky there. All right, spears, heavy spears coming back again. Gonna get into these Devil Healer Lancers. Oh, God. Yep, they're getting in. They're getting into the archers. There was not a defensive line, and now this is the beginning of a problem. This is a humongous problem right here. Desert Heavy Lancer. No, don't charge the archers into melee. No. The archers needed to come that way. They needed to come straight back this way into the infantry that's charging forward. I mean, sending them this way is okay. Cav is locked in. Okay, so yeah, never mind. Okay, the archers getting around the corner over here. Just really needed to have a defensive front over here. That's what I was saying. More than likely, it would have been a good idea. I know I'm painting a lot. And I'm kind of like doing a lot of teaching here, I guess, whatever you want to call it. But setting up a proper defensive line initially before pressing to get that tower more than likely would have been a much better bet than sending the few units that they did allowing that cav to get around. Let's see how much damage they actually did. Did they do a whole lot? Killed 2 out of that one. Ooh. 17 out of that one. So they did get some kills. Nothing crazy, though. This is not a good thing. You definitely want to turn that general to face the shields that way, so they're not getting shot. Though he hasn't taken any... Well, this One's taking some losses. The other one here is taking losses. He's firing at the general, though. He's definitely trying to take the general out. Back out here, these units are pretty much all going to be lost because they're facing the wrong way. Again, keeping the general, the ballista crew, if that's what they were trying to do, keeping the ballista crew really was not that important of a thing to do. Because now these companion cavalry, the noble cavalry, the Desert Heavy Lancers, are going to have an absolute field day. Just railroading these guys. Just rear charges them all over the place. And that's 3 units of spears that they definitely could have used inside. 131 spears right there. Could have definitely been used inside the settlement. But we do... Oh, look at this. There you go, Arverni, getting into these archers. 93 kills there, 91 kills there. That's a good, solid move. He actually caught one. He's trying to catch the other one. He's still trying to catch the other one. I think he got into him. No, they're still running along. But they're getting killed as they're running, so it doesn't really matter. They are getting killed as they're trying to run. They're also getting shot by the arrow tower, which is good that the attackers grabbed it. Or grabbed the gate, I should say. That's definitely a good thing. It's definitely a good thing. And yeah, he's going to get rid of them. Okay, good. Well, this one's wavering still. Nope, they came back. This was when a cavalry unit on attack. Just one. Not a whole lot. Just one unit of cavalry on attack would have definitely come in handy. But they have all 4 of their Gallic hunters inside. They have claimed both of the gates, which is gigantic as well. Because on, this size settlement, unless there's one over here. No, there's none over there. So yes, they did lock out. So all of this cavalry that's out here is now locked outside. That's actually a really good sign for the attackers because the cavalry, the Carthage general is outside. Both of his companion cavalry is outside. One of the Desert Heavy Lancers and the other noble cavalry. So there's not a whole lot for them to deal with in here aside of the Nabatean Heavy Archers, another couple of units of the Nabatean Swordsmen, Nabatean Noble Cavalry General, and the Sacred Band. Which Sacred Band, how many Oathsworn do they have? 1, 2, 3, 4. They have 5 Oathsworn. They might actually have a really good chance of winning this. They have a really good chance of winning this as long as they block this. This needs to be blocked. Like one of these spears, I would honestly put your biggest and strongest spear unit there. Looks like that one, 143. Just put it right there at the mouth of that breach and just leave them there. Just leave them there. No need to worry about the breach any longer because that cavalry won't be able to get past them. Move them in there. They have cavalry counter tactics. Okay, they're going to put the smallest unit over there. I might double it up with the second smallest unit that you have, maybe. That's 77 moving over here as well. But no, never mind. Hold on. They're putting all these guys on the wall here. And this one has no kills, so they probably still have some javelins left. But all right, back around over here. We do have the Nabatean Noble Cavalry General who's going to go hide himself down on the beach over here so we can get a little bit more of a fast forward. What is this? Oh, deployables? Really? I think that might have worked against the defenders. That might have actually worked against the defenders. I don't really know. I don't know, but it's quite possible that it did. 78 there, 48 there. They probably still have some ammo left. Capturing this tower. Good. Good. Just moving units around so we have a little bit of time. Yeah, capture that tower too. Just capture them all. Capture them all. Now, the defenders have this tower there and this tower there. So they're going to have a couple of towers to aid them. You just really need to make sure that you keep an eye on your archers. Do not lose control. Do not lose your archers. You definitely don't want to do that. Oh, no, the Oathsworn General. Oh, God, that's not good. That is not a good sign. Oathsworn General getting taken out. You didn't have to come this way. You could have come around this way. Could have come around the side here. Yeah, that Oathsworn General, yep, he's dead. That's rough. That's rough. 130 there. Probably don't have any javelins left. This unit might have some javelins left. Definitely want to make use of the javelins when you can. Or, I mean, the barbarians just charge in. It doesn't matter. Either way, it doesn't really matter. Because the chosen swordsmen are not going to beat the sacred band. Definitely going to need an Oathsworn to do that. Definitely going to need an Oathsworn to do that. Back over here, it's Gallic Hunters. Trying to fire back, battling against the Nabatean heavy archers. It's only 2 of them firing, but this unit here, 110 kills, doing really, really well. And this is a problem right here. You don't want to stack your archers up. You want to space them out. You want to space them out so they can all fire at the same time. He's got another unit right there. Why are they not... Why are they in melee mode? They're not firing. That's not good. That's not good. Yeah, Arverni's about to lose all of his archers. 14, 46, 35. This unit over here has 76. But that was a gigantic loss. But I think these guys might have just... No, they did not. That unit still has ammo. They both still have... All 4 of them still have ammo. Oh my god, they do. Wow, they do. That's crazy. That is crazy. All right, now back over here. This is actually something that the attackers might be able to work with. If they can... Yep, they see it. They see the Nabatean general there. Oh, see? Yep, they didn't defend the breach. Did they move that small unit? No, they didn't. They should have defended the breach. One of those spear warriors staying over here would have been... One of the larger spear warriors would have been amazing to leave right there, because now they're going to have to worry about getting attacked from behind. Now they're going to have to worry about all of this cavalry coming into the settlement behind them. That is rough. But all right, we got Oathsworn up in the fight here, getting absolutely owned. Get a charge. Get a charge into that sacred band. Definitely need to get a charge in onto that sacred band right there. That Oathsworn is getting wrecked. Not a good sign. Not a good sign again. We got a switch out happening here. Chosen swordsman charging into the sacred band. Just shows... I think they lost a... They did. Yeah, they didn't see this. The attackers didn't see this. More deployables. Unfortunately, there was deployables in this battle. I'm not a fan. In case you guys followed my channel, I'm not a huge fan of deployables. I feel like they give even more of an advantage to the defenders than they already have in certain settlements. And this settlement alone, I mean, on small or medium size, this is definitely a little bit defensive heavy, but it could have been way different had the attackers kept an eye on that cav outside and not let it come inside. But here we go. We still got a sizable, 159 there. Pretty much a full unit chosen swordsman there. Spear warriors there, Oathsworn there. But it looks like they're kind of running out of Oathsworn. Still have the Oathsworn general there, but he's just getting dumped. He's just getting absolutely fired down upon 4 Nabatean heavy, or at least 3. 3 Nabatean heavy archers just blasting that general and getting a lot of rear shots, a lot of sword side shots. Not good. Not good for the battle. Not looking conducive for the attackers to be able to claim a victory here. He's still just getting shot. Still just getting shot. Still just getting shot. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this one's over. I know there's like 6 minutes left, 7 minutes left, but I think it all really started here. Like, they got enough of their infantry inside. There was a lot of cavalry outside to deal with. But if they had kept that breach, closed, because they have to, they're gonna have to deal with a pikeman back over here as well. Yeah, this is more than likely not going to work well for the remaining bit of this battle. Looks like Gallic Hunters just charging in with full ammo. Yeah, they're just charging in. So that's kind of saying to me that maybe one of the Arvernis left. I'm not sure. He just pulled them back out of melee. But they aren't firing. They have... This one's got 31 kills. This one has 0 kills. He couldn't have missed 100% of his shots. Like, there's no way he could have missed 100% of his shots. Oathsworn back over here trying to deal with the Desert Pikemen. I mean, they're crappy pikemen, so the Oathsworn might be able to win that fight. But with the amount of cav that's still in here, we have another Sacred Band moving over here. Yeah, there's really not much. there's really not much that Arverni's going to be able to do here. So we're basically just going to finish watching the rest of the annihilation here of these Arverni forces as we get through to the end of the battle. Osborne there going to hold on. He's probably going to hold on for the final minute 30. More than likely he will. Osborne are pretty tough. But he's taken on, like I said, he's taken on a full Sacred Band, 78 Desert Pikemen, and a bit of a Nabatean Heavy Archer unit that's just standing there helping. And yeah, this Osborne's going to be all the way to the end. He's also getting shot by the Archer Tower. So yeah, there was definitely some lessons that could be learned from this battle. We'll take a look at the ending army compositions here. The battle was sent over by the Carthage player here, Segmented Dig 68, 1,642 kills, 91 with his general, 219, 210 with the companions. Good job there. His other noble cav, 225, 272, and 369 with his Sacred Band, 110 there. Caleb Scout playing his Nabatea, much better, 2,848, so almost 3,000 kills, almost 2,900 kills. General didn't do much. He just kind of floated around inside. Desert Heavy Lancers, 255, 105, 190, 371, 151, 260, and 246. Archers, again, Clinic, 138, 143, 304, 280. Desert Pikemen, who normally are garbage, but they got 124 kills. And 3 of the Nabatean swords in here, 112 and, it's a 95. I said 195. X22 playing as one of the Arverni forces, 745. He had 8 Celtic Warriors. None of them did very well. His slingers got destroyed. Yeah, pretty much his whole army got destroyed, 745. And then we have Killer Cam 2020, broke 1,004 kills. 158 there with one of his chosen swordsmen, 162 with one of his Osworn. But the rest of this, yeah, unfortunately, none of them able to get over 100 kills. So there you go, guys. End of today's battle replay. If nothing else, hopefully lessons are learned from some of the newer players as far as trying to make sure that your front lines are taken care of when you start making your way inside the settlement, and to move quick. Moving quick is much better than moving slowly. Move everything together. Don't just move a couple of pieces here and there. When you have a breach and you're dealing with a lot of cavalry that have sallied out, you want to try and get as much inside as you possibly can and get to the gates, get to defensive positions as fast as possible. But that is going to be the end here for me, so thank you very much. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Like, comment, subscribe to the channel, drop some comments, share the video, all that fun stuff. Have a great rest of your day. Stay safe, and as always, until the next one.